Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to FPL Don't Panic. So we've had 24 hours now. We have had time to digest all the news from yesterday. New bonus point system that largely affects yet defenders and midfielders, particularly defensive midfielders, and of course double chips, and of course United finally signed Mbeumo. It was a big day yesterday for me. Big day. Now, this is just a little for fun draft. I have a feeling that the new system will have some influence on pricing, and that maybe FPL teams' pricing may not be as accurate as it would have been. And there's no fault to them on that, because obviously they didn't know that this significant change was coming in. How significant is it, though? It's a little draft. It is based on the current FPL team projected pricing, and I'm also just to take into consideration that I think a lot of us are thinking about a free hit, bench boost in game week one. So here's a little draft, having a play with that whole thing. So going with two playing goalkeepers, Henderson and Vicario. So that works reasonably well, I think. Henderson for sort of the and Vicario, they rotate reasonably well. Both currently at 4.5, and you get a nice little bench boost, fingers crossed, clean sheet for Spurs at home to Burnley. Defence gets interesting. This was sort of unexpected when I sort of looked through these numbers, how it would work. Milenkovic would have been the top scoring defender last year. He finished on 145. He would have had 26 bonus points on the current system, giving him 171. Then we've got Virgil van Dijk in there, and he finished on 143 points, but he would have had 22 bonus points, giving him 165. And then we've got Gavardio, 153, only defender to finish over 150. So more defenders on this system would have finished over 150 last year, because Gavardio was the only defender to finish over 150 last year with 153. He'd have only got 10 bonus points and finish on 163. So it's a decent enough defence, and those fixtures are not bad. So why not? On the bench then, Murillo, 130 points he finished on last year, but he got 38 bonus points. He would have had 38 bonus points, I should say. So he would have finished on 168. And Collins, 127 he finished on. He would have had 32 bonus points, and he would have finished on 159. Now, given those sort of fixtures that Murillo and Collins both have, I think they're both pretty good bench boost options. Brentford will attack. They have been weakened, obviously, with Mbeumo leaving, but Forest can defend. Brentford will attack. You get a clean sheet, a couple of bonus points out of that. Very nice indeed, and maybe indeed a normal sort of 1, 2, 3 bonus points as well. So that could be very, very useful, I think. Really good bench boost option, I think. As I think is Murillo. As I think is Collins against Forest. Forest don't create too many chances, but I think there's a decent-ish chance of a clean sheet there. It's lap of the god stuff, isn't it? They're playing each other. Could be a nice 0-0 draw, and you pick up some really good points out of Murillo and Collins off the bench. Could have a bit of a 0-0 look about it, couldn't it? Okay, defence. There are other options I guess you could go with there, but just for the fun of it, I've just really gone with the 5 defenders that would have basically finished top last year. Midfield sort of speaks for itself. Salah and Rodgers. I've got Palmer in there. Now, could you go for an Enzo? Would Enzo be good on the bonus points? Because I think he is likely to take up that sort of deeper role. But we know he's got goals and assists in him. So at the moment I've got Palmer there. But Enzo wouldn't be a bad option, would it? And that would then free up money to maybe turn Welbeck, who I've got up front, maybe into an Alexander Isak or someone else. But got it like that for now. And then I've got my own little personal hunch in here, which is Rodri for City. Um, we don't really have numbers for Rodri for last year because he was obviously injured for the majority of it. But two seasons ago, season before last, I did my own little bit of analysis and looking at Rodri, and he gets attacking returns more often than you think. It was about 1 in 3, 1 in 4, and he was only, I think it was 5 or 5.5 the season before last. I was thinking, oh, it just happened as an enabler, you know, and you never know, he might just spring you a goal, and 4 or 5 point average for a 5 million defender is not bad. Now he's at the heart of that City midfield. He's back. He's looking good. He was looking pretty good in a few of the games of the World Cup. He breaks up the play. He makes up in the interceptions. He gets little tackles in. He could be very, very good. So that's my own little hunch that could be one to have a look at. But then what we've got then for the bench boost, Caicedo on the bench, who would have scored the most bonus points last year. And he gets the attacking return. But at home to Crystal Palace, I think there's a decent chance of a Chelsea clean sheet. He gets his 2 appearance points, that's 3 points, and he gets a couple of bonus points for his tackles, interceptions, etc., etc. Little 5 pointer there on your bench boost. That's it. This is a very, very quick one, guys, because I've got to actually hit the road. It's very, very early in the morning here, so I've got to hit the road. I'm going to suck down a couple of coffees for fun draft. Don't take this one too seriously. But it's just that little bit of food for thought until we get the pricing next week, and we can really and the proper pricing, and the game is launched, and we can really get into it. But there's I am considering the early bench boost now with the extra chips, and going with game week 1. And that has given myself certainly a little bit of food for thought, around the Murillos, the Collinses, etc. Some of those defenders that could do quite well for you off the bench, and indeed, like I say, they were 5 million. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Take care, have fun, play your own game. Game release next week. We'll start the panic then. See you soon. Bye bye.